So 2025 was really a year of learning and growth for me because at the beginning of this year, I set out on a mission to learn everything about online business to obtain the skills and knowledge I needed in order to start my business, Starlight. And I've finally done that this year. But now in 2026, my focus is going to be on turning this business into something that provides me full-time income in order to be able to quit my 9 to 5 job. And really, I think if you want to disappear and come back unrecognizable, lock in and build a business, you really need to ground yourself and be able to focus and motivate yourself, because there's going to be those days where you don't feel like doing anything, where you feel like giving up. And what has really kept me focused this whole time, ever since I underwent my identity shift and changed all my bad habits, became a different person, and just focused all the time on this business, where my mind is just thinking about business constantly, thinking about the next move I'm going to make, how I'm going to make money. That's all it's in my mind 24/7. And the way I've been able to stay motivated for months now and be able to just focus all the time without losing motivation is by making a promise. Before I started my business, I made a promise to myself and to my fiance that one day we won't have to struggle to pay rent anymore. One day we'll be able to quit our jobs. One day I will be a millionaire. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take to fulfill that promise, but I am going to one day. And that's really what has kept me grounded and completely focused this whole time, is because I do not want to let myself down, and I don't want to let my fiance down. I don't want to let my family down, and I actually want to make this work so bad. You have no idea how bad I want this. And since I just always have that promise on my mind, I know I have to do the things I need to do every single day. I can't make up excuses for why I can't do this. I can't sit around and play video games anymore and give myself an excuse of, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. There's always more time. No, there isn't. It needs to happen now. I need to focus every single day. With that being said, making a promise is the most important thing you need to do, because it gives you focus on a bigger goal. And the second thing I would say is very important to do is to become the person you want to be before you actually become that person. So if you want to get rich, you need to act like someone that is already rich. And millionaires, they are focused, they are disciplined, and they know what they need to do every single day. They don't take days off, and they don't sit around and do things like scroll on their phone and play video games all day. They're too busy. They have meetings to go to. They have bigger things to focus on. They actually focus on their business. They don't put it off till the next day. And once I realized this, that's when my whole mindset was able to change, and that's when I was able to undergo my identity shift. Nowadays, you'll see me completely focused. I'll wake up and go straight to my computer. I'll wake up and go straight to recording a video. I won't sit there and turn on my Xbox and play Minecraft and build a giant house or something like that. That's not even on my mind anymore. All that's on my mind is my business and fulfilling the promise that I made. If you want to become that person, you need to become that person before you do it. The third thing you really need to focus on if you want to become this different person, if you want success, is building your skill set. So whatever you want to do, I'm assuming a lot of you want to build high income skills and build a business. So I'm going to use that as the example. You need to learn and actually take the time to obtain the knowledge to do these things. You need to sit there, like I did at the beginning of this year, for about 5 months, from January to May. All I did every day was sit at my computer, put my headphones on when I was working, and listen to entrepreneurs, listen to business advice, learn how to build websites, learn how to build out an offer for my coaching program. I spent hours on end every single day doing this. I learned so many things within that time frame that I didn't know before. And now I'm actually putting one foot in front of the other and building my future. It really comes down to, how bad do you want this? Are you willing to put in the hours? Are you willing to go through that tough period of time where you don't know anything and you're figuring things out? I'm not gonna lie, even though I've obtained all this knowledge, I'm still figuring a lot out, but I'm not afraid of it anymore. I'm not procrastinating anymore, and I'm willing to learn as I go. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm documenting it all for you guys, showing you my learnings. You just have to be willing to take that first step. That's really what it comes down to. And I know a lot of people see like millionaires up here, like they're so much smarter, they know what they're doing and all this. But really, they're just like you. The only difference between you and a millionaire, between me and a millionaire, is they just have a higher knowledge level. And that's because they've been doing it for longer. They've obtained the skills and the knowledge. And you have the same capability as them to learn everything they've learned. You just have to put your mind to it. You know, it takes some time. You're not going to learn everything within one day. But in a year, 2 years, that knowledge is going to compound. Just keep focusing, keep grinding, and keep applying the knowledge you learn to your business. And you will get there one day. And the next very important thing you need to do, it kind of is in the name, disappearing and coming back unrecognizable. You need to disappear. You need to isolate yourself. One of the hardest things for me to do was to cut off all my old friends. I can say it right now. I barely have any friends left. And I'm okay with that. I'm actually happier without all the friends. It's because all my old friends were holding me back. They didn't have the same mindset I had. All they wanted to do was go to parties. All they wanted to do was play video games. All they wanted to do was waste their life away and do nothing. And I didn't agree with that. And when I told them, I no longer want to play video games, I no longer want to be part of this drama, they would get so mad at me. Nobody's going to see your vision like you do. And you just have to accept that. There will be very few people close to you that will. And those are the people you have to keep in your circle and close to you. So when I say to isolate yourself, I don't mean get rid of all your friends, stop talking to everybody in your life. No, what I mean is stop talking to the bad influences. Stop talking to the people that don't see your vision, the people that doubt you. Do not let those people influence you. You need to cut off all the noise. You need to cut off all the drama. You basically need to get off social media too. The only time I really use social media now is to learn something or to post something. I don't use it to scroll through the drama. I don't care what other people are doing in their lives. I don't care about none of that shit anymore. You really need to just be in your own world, focusing only on the thing you are building. Focus on yourself and become that best version of yourself. You know, don't tell people your plans, because that creates expectations. And when people have expectations, when you don't live up to them, especially within a week and 2 weeks, people are impatient. They start asking you, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? And it just creates unnecessary drama and pressure on you that you don't need. Trust me, I know this from experience. You just need to keep a close circle to you of people that believe in you, that can see your vision, and that will actually motivate you and be there for you. Because like I said, there's going to be days where you don't feel like doing anything. But if those people uplift you and bring you up, like for example, my fiance, any day I'm feeling down, any day she sees me sitting around that I'm depressed or anything like that, she instantly motivates me or reminds me of why I'm doing this. She is really the only person that truly believes that I'm going to get to where I want to be in the future. Sometimes all you need is one person like that. You don't need the circle of people around you that are not going to be there for you, that are going to influence you in bad ways. If you really want this for your life, you need to be able to do the hard things. And one of those things is cutting out and ignoring all the people in your life currently that don't bring positive influence on you, that don't believe in your goals. The next thing I would really focus on is making sure that you stay committed to this goal. A lot of people will set these New Year's resolutions that they want to get in the best shape of their life, that they want to change their life, they want to do this, they want to do that. But after January goes by, that resolution fades and they're back to their old habits. You can't be that way. You have to fully commit to this. You have to make it your new identity. You have to want this so bad that you're willing to sacrifice, that you're willing to put in the effort, and you're willing to go through the hard times to achieve this goal that you're setting for yourself. You need to not make any excuses, and this is a January to December goal. This isn't a January to February goal. You need to be focused every single day. You need to be disciplined. And the way you do that, like I said, is making a promise to yourself, undergoing that identity shift, and just being committed to it. Go all in. I promise you, if you do this stuff for a year, everything will change. Just look at where I was at the beginning of 2025, okay? I had no income to my name. I didn't have this apartment. I didn't have the car I just bought, the brand new car I bought. I didn't have none of that. I hadn't started my business. I hadn't started this YouTube channel. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was half-assing my workouts. I had all the bad habits that I mentioned earlier. But now look at me. I underwent my identity shift. I completely changed all those bad habits. I'm working out more efficiently now. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in for the past 10 years. You know, I've changed so many things this year. I started my business. I started this YouTube channel. And no, I'm really far from where I actually want to be still. But I made the choice to be focused every day. And look at how far I've gotten. I built a website. I built my coaching offer. Like I said, I started my business. I did all these different things in the span of a year. If you really put your mind to it and you really focus, things can change so fast. Now, that's why I'm putting my mind to it again in 2026. You know, I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job my whole life. I'm at one right now because I have to have one to pay my bills, but that's not my ultimate goal in life. My ultimate goal, like I said, is to be able to quit my 9-to-5, for my fiance to be able to quit her 9-to-5, for me to be a millionaire one day, to inspire a lot of people online. I'm very far from those goals still, but I'm putting one foot in front of the other again in 2026 and getting closer and closer to that goal. I don't know ultimately how many years it's going to take me to get there, or how long it's going to take, or if at the end of this year I'll have all of that. I don't know. That's the beauty of it. I love working on this stuff every day, and I love working towards that goal. That's what my mind is focused on every day, and it won't change this year. It won't change the next year. It won't change the next year after that. It's because I actually chose to commit to this. I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to my family. I made a promise to my fiance. One day I will achieve everything that I'm talking about right now. One day I will be a millionaire. One day I'll be influencing so many people online. One day I'll be the inspiration people look up to. It's just going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of sacrifices as well. I know that. But I'm willing to go through everything it will take. And the thing is, you have just as much capability as me to be able to commit to your goals and actually go after them. Just commit to it. Take a piece of paper right now and write down your goals. Write what you want to change about your life and actually do it. It's simple as that. You know, I can sit here and give you more tips and advice about how you can disappear and come back unrecognizable and actually change your life. But really, it's simple as making a commitment and actually doing it. Wake up every day with this goal in mind and just focus and get shit done. You can do it, and I honestly believe that this year you will change your life. With that being said, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos, as always. I'm literally just documenting everything on my mind and everything I'm doing to build my business. So I just want to thank everyone that is following along on this journey. And I can't wait to see what 2026 has in store for me. I'll see you guys in the next video.